Well, that looks pretty lush.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Well, it used to be their backyard. See, and they just fenced that in.
Oh, this fall.
Did that?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, no, it was this spring because
Yeah, I think I've always seen it.
I'm sorry.
I think I've always seen it fenced in.
Yeah.
Is that just to give him more room or more pasture?
There's more pasture because this, we've had a few hot, dry summers, so they went ahead and extended. And part of it is selling this house, whether or not. I mean, they're thinking of building another barn over there for him because supposedly we were going to have it. They were keeping this whole section. This wasn't coming with the house, and then the health department said we're going to have another place area put a new septic in, so they had to divide the pasture in half. And it's like, what are you going to do with it all? Anyway, because originally we were supposed to get this house, and they diddle-daddled and diddle-daddled, so it's fine. We're sticking where we are, you know?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Hi, Snicks.
And he died 4 years ago. The dad.
You being a good boy? You liking this weather? Are you liking? Did I wake you up?
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Did I wake you up?
He can be something else.
See, I got a tude problem sometimes.
Yes.
Are you being good today?
Stretch his front legs out sometimes.
Yeah, last time, right?
Yeah.
Say, ooh, we were not being very nice last time, huh? No, we weren't. Don't nibble on me. Don't nibble on me.
I've been working on the
Good boy.
snapping. You have to turn it around. It takes too many steps.
Okay. For.
I figured, well, maybe. Because I was doing it with my little tack box that I have.
Mhm.
We have one like yours for getting on. And, yeah, you take too many steps around.
That's just overachieving.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a matter of explaining to him that he doesn't need to overachieve. And that's not uncommon at all. They'll overachieve on that particular exercise often.
I mean, he almost does it most of the time without me hardly even picking up the line.
Mhm.
I'll do the snapping and, okay.
Good boy. He said, I just don't know how much I'm supposed to do.
So,
Okay.
what's our agenda today?
Well, he's tacked up, so I'm assuming riding.
I'll do that, too.
Yeah. Oh, no. We can definitely.
Not tender like he was.
Good. Do you think, that stand stay was nice? Is he in the right frame of mind? Have you played with him before we got here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Already got the pee and the poo done,
Okay.
so we're ahead on that. So,
It's up to you if you think that he's in.
Still was kind of a little bullish if I was going clockwise and we're near this gate. So
Okay.
so he goes out far that way and comes in close this way, even if I go like that.
So he's cutting
Of
the.
course, then he cuts. Like that.
Okay, so one of the things you can do is you can use the cone as he has to go out and around that cone. So I would make him, like, if I was doing a circle and the gate was the issue, I'd make him go out and around that cone and inside of this cone, so like, and set him up to where he has to make that concentrated, and that way you can kind of, brat.
I have nothing in that pocket. Not even a wrapper.
So like you can add this cone to your circle to keep him from cutting the circle, make that part of, he has to go around that one, and then put this cone maybe right here to where instead of going towards the gate and pulling me towards the gate, the new rule is you go on the inside of this cone. So that way it's just it's a guide for you, but can help change his circle. He's like, I've decided I'm bored and I'm going to start picking on you.
Yeah. All right, let's go. I guess we're going to work on our circle.
Well, if you want to just show me what he's doing, and then if we can do a quick fix on it, that's fine. I mean, he seems like he's in a good frame of mind, in my opinion, but I haven't seen him really do anything yet. Um,
Might want the outside of that cone, inside of this one, so I don't have to worry about the power.
okay, but if he's been trying to drag you to the gate, you want him to go on the inside of something.
Inside here, inside
Okay,
right?
okay, but you said he was cutting, right? He was.
Yeah, he starts over here.
So if he's see if he does it over there, you may not need that cone.
All right.
Okay, so you wanted something, and then you let him tell you, "Nah, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this instead," and you agreed. So if your relationship's going to be where you're the leader, you can't agree with his changes.
That cone's too far out.
Well, I didn't want to move him because you usually pace him out or something, so I don't want to change him. He's such a brat. He's like, I think I want to pee again. Haven't decided. Okay, why don't you ask him to trot? Oh. There was nothing but complete calculation in all of that movement there. That was a full on threat. So keep your driving energy at his shoulder or the girth, but not get towards the hind end. Quick question: are those reins fastened anywhere where once he starts trotting, he's not going to have them slide under his feet?
Yeah, they were hooked on the back. I mean, just over the pommel.
Since they're snap-on, we'll just take them off. It's just going to be safer.
Convenience.
Yeah. Goofy boy. Okay. Okay, so we're going to keep all of our driving energy at his shoulder, between his shoulder and his girth. Don't bite me. And if you have to, even fairly quickly, give him the count of 3 after you say your third double kiss. If he doesn't pick up the trot, then go ahead and drive him at the shoulder. And then it's going to be kind of like a go and then prepare to be back where you started. So that way he knows that he's being pushed, but you're not trying to engage in a confrontation. Because he's offered, the first time he did it, it was more of a threat. The second time he did it, he's just like, well, I didn't get in trouble for it. So, So we want to make sure.
I gotta make sure that when I do that third one, that I do the lunges, because I'm not doing that.
Right. And so he's kind of just tuned out the energy. So he's like, I'm just going to keep walking. So he's not taking you seriously at all. So you're going to be here all day trying to get that trot. Because he's not listening. He's not taking you seriously. So now you have to tell him how to take you seriously. Bump his nose away. Yep. So, okay, go ahead and stop him for a second. Okay, so there's a little bit of watching more than there is doing, meaning that you're watching him more than you're doing for him. So he's kind of getting away with being like, so anyway. And then when he gets all up in your face, what I would do is I would just throw as much energy in that line between you and him. Say, I'm not intending to hit you in the face, but if you run into this, I'm just going to play with this rope right here. So that way it makes him understand that space is not something he can encroach on. Because he's getting away with kind of tossing his head. And I don't want to say getting away with it because I know then that makes you want to get like aggressive towards him. And I don't want you to do that. I don't want it to turn into a confrontation. I want it to turn into my personal space, your personal space, and let's just have some respect. But he has no respect. But as that escalates on his end, it's upsetting you. Right? So we want to make sure that we kind of keep that out of the equation. And he's being quite a brat right now. He's getting away with it. And when I say when he's getting away with it, I don't want you to get mad at him. I want you to just manage it. So when he comes around here, he's going to start to he'll sass you right here. And then he's going to come and he's twist his head at you right here. Okay, so when he sasses you, because it's a pattern. So when he sasses you right here, I would throw, like I'm trying to get a kink out of the hose and the kink is way over there. I would throw the energy in like up and down right here. And then as he gets where he's doing this, if that didn't fix that, when he starts twisting at you like you can't get me, okay, then I would actually intend for that snap to hit him. Okay? And then don't hold a grudge. It has nothing to do with the next few steps. It's just that moment needs to be addressed, and then we'll give you another chance to be better at it.
Get all that?
Nope. Back, 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 back. Good. Good. And no grudge.
Smart as you. Yeah. Finish and stop.
Good. I know, I changed your pattern because I'm interesting over here, aren't I? He's funny because he knows how to set your pot to a boil. But it is almost like he's doing it for his own entertainment. But don't get mad about that. Find that funny. Good. Now yield him and stop him on purpose. Now go pet him. Because we need whatever bit of cooperation he's going to offer, we need to tell him he did a good job for offering it. Because that's where the relationship kind of gets a little awry, because he does know how to turn your pot to a boil, and then it doesn't cool down. So then he doesn't feel like he should put in an effort because his effort's not rewarded. So as hard as that is to be like kind of frustrated with him and then reward a couple of good steps, I know that seems stupid, but it will change the relationship. It'll change this experience for both of you. Right? Okay, and then ask again.
Same way or maybe
No, same way, because if you're having trouble in one direction, you don't change direction. So it's either back or back up. Yep. And always go on the shorter word. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Now, yield him now. Yield him now. Why did we... Yep, stop him. Back him up, back him up, back him up.
He's used to them coming over and giving him hi. Treats.
Gotcha. Good. So why did we stop him that time? I have a specific reason.
He had behaved.
And his departure was, yes, ma'am. Right? His departure wasn't even his normal, whatever. Right? His departure was, yes, ma'am, I'll do that. So we have to always see every little bit that he does for us as a positive thing to reward. And by stopping him, which is what he wants to do, we're rewarding him. Okay, so go ahead and ask him to start again. No, get louder if he comes at you. Until you get a backup stop. Step, do not stop. Till he backs up. Do not stop. Do not, there. Now stop. Because, okay, so imagine that him moving his feet was him grabbing the right book off the shelf. But he's just flipping through the pages when he's doing this, right? He's like, yeah, 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 yeah. As soon as he took that backup step, he found the right page. We have to let him know somehow. You're right. Now stay on that page. So by stopping once he does the right thing, we let him know he's on the right page. So your backup should get better when you do stuff like that instead of waiting until he's, gone sideways, 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 taking a step back, gone side, if we reward the right thing, then he'll be better at the right thing. Okay. Now you added walk and you hadn't said walk yet, so just try to be consistent. You know what I mean? Like you hadn't said walk yet in all this lesson so far. So the consistency is going to matter. Okay. Well, then always use it. That's what I'm trying to say. Consistency is going to matter. He knows it well. Good boy. Yep, 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 yep. And then once he's out of your space, tell him to keep going. Good, 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 good. Good. And it's funny, I was going to tell you that a couple times. I'm glad that you did it when you did it because I wanted him to kind of sort of establish that, all right, I guess I'm not going to be told to stop. And he had a chance to kind of be good. Because it doesn't matter how much they frustrate you. The first time they make an effort to be good, we have to tell them they did. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Good. So if I were working with him and I was kind of having the progress that I was having, my goal would be I would set kind of goals of what I want to see change before I'm willing to say this is done. So there's one thing that he's doing that I would want to see change now that I'm kind of changing the other things, right? You still get your backups better, his departure's better, his responsiveness is better. He's not like marching away, but he's leaving. He's still doing one thing that I would want to work towards fixing before I would say he's in a good frame of mind.
Right, that's his pulsing.
Yep, yep. So what I would do is I would learn when he's going to do it. So I would say right about here is when the thought crosses his mind. And then right about here is when he starts to act on that thought. So I would get at the thought. So I would just encourage him to continue from here and try to push him through that. You don't need to think that. Okay, so this is when I would kind of say, I would just give him an encouraging kiss to keep going and see if we can kind of get him through that attitude problem. He doesn't have the attitude anywhere else. It's just right in this little space right here.
Right, so when you say get to him, I don't think
Nope. Put your hand up and kiss to say, don't even think about that. Basically, that's all you're saying is don't even think about that. And then if you have to, you can get loud, and that was a good response when he started to kind of act like he was coming at you. You threw the rope up in the air. Because basically you're saying, I'm going to just play with this rope right here. If you run into it, that's your own problem. Okay, but you're protecting your personal space by doing that because he's gotten away with getting in your personal space a lot to where you look like the Matrix, right? We want to make sure that he's not making you bend over and get out of his way. And that's what he, like I said, that's part of his pot boiling thing he does. So this is going to keep him from showing you the attitude through here. Because you're going to get ahead of the thought. If you wait till he's in the action, you'll be in a fight. Good boy. Yep, now get louder. Say, don't ignore me.
No. Back up.
Now you changed it to back up. Good. 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 Yep. 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 There. And he doesn't. Now you're going to just not hold a grudge because he's not going to do it to you right through there. Good. Good. He's breaking speed records here. But you got ahead of it here, and he had that still. He's like, "Are you sure I can't do that?" And you're like, "Yeah, I'm sure." And then he's like, "All right, whatever." So you can change their attitude just by being ahead of their attitude. And they're patterned creatures, so you just got to learn their pattern. Yep, and quit.
Good boy. Yeah, look at you.
Good boy. Are you that clever?
Yeah.
The first time he did it, I wondered if he was that clever. So now get after him like that's absolutely not what I was saying. Good. Cracks me up.
Go.
Yes. Hind yield him now. Good. So now that's up to you if you want to get on now. So if I was having a struggle, I would want the things that I was struggling the most with fixed before I would say we're in a good space. So you fixed your backup, you fixed your departure, even though it was kind of his still doing his. Yeah, I'll get there when I get there. But you fixed the attitude, and that was more important than any of it. So I would be okay with getting on him if I was trying to work through those things.
Okay.
I have a hard time not laughing. He cracks me up. and, he, yeah, and then he walks past me and he looks at me like, "You see that?" I can make any human mad. Right? You see that? See that what I do? It's magic. Right?
That's because he's on his own all the time.
Oh, he's funny though.
Yeah, he cracks me. I have a hard time not laughing. Because if he's anything like Ritz, he'll do it more.
But I like how he'll, if you're on this side of him, he's like,
Yeah.
there's water over there.
Yeah. What I was doing.
Good boy. Yeah, he doesn't even need the.
All right. That's enough.
So you can put a poke. You just add a spur with your finger into his side to stop him from coming any further. So he runs into that. Kind of imagine that your finger became a nail in a post, and he stepped over to a post too far.
Got that though.
Yeah, yeah. That's not even necessary. You could do that with a rein or not at all. Now he knows it.
Yeah.
I was trying not to get it so it rubbing his sore spot.
Oh, on his nose.
Yeah. Is that time for me to quit?
No, you got 10 more minutes. I didn't raise it. I just changed the knot.
I did want to remember to bring these back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the sat on the bathroom counter forever.
The hunters bother you? No, I was asking him. If the hunters bother him.
Turn around who it was. Heck,
That's my only excitement during the day is seeing who's coming and going.
hey! Some of them are, they give out goodies. The one that I said hi to.
Uh huh. From the wood?
Looked in the wheelbarrow. Alright.
Okay, let's see what your jog looks like. You could do whatever pattern you want or no pattern. Let's see what his jog looks like. Well, he hears you saying something, which is good because I know you're not doing anything verbally yet. Got a little gate sour thing going on there. So, first in your body, then in your voice, then in your legs. He's gonna poop. He's pooping. That grass is real rich. This one's dark green. That one was bright green.
Outside of this fence, see how quick he goes up.
Good boy. Spurs are actually for lateral movements, not for go. Good. So now see how slow, without communicating walk, you can get him to trot. Good. So now you're getting, so there's an improvement there. So even though he's got an attitude problem, we have to reward the improvement. Good. Even though he's not happily complying, he is starting to comply. So let's see how slow we can get him to trot. There. There. Yep. There. Oh, it's okay. So now with your reins, use that as a brake, but use your legs as a get a little bit of gas to tell him that you're not looking for the walk, and see if you can't get him to do that nice tiny little jog. Yep, you had it. He's like, it's too nice of a day to be doing all this stuff. Good. So that was a huge improvement. That was 2 walk strides before the trot. So nice. There you go. There you go. Tiny bit slower. Yep. Yep. Good. Oh, there you go. That was the first time he had an obvious response to your request. He didn't respond, but he said he heard you, and he hadn't said he heard you up to that point. Good boy. There. You had one good stride. I got one that slams on the brakes when you say good boy. There. Now, take the brakes just a tiny bit more without changing your driving energy. There. It's more elastic. Take the brakes a little bit. Take the brakes. Oh, it's okay. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Gotcha. Did good. Good boy. Okie doke. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely gives you a run for your money.
We're in here. Should I use a bat? Because he just has no movement.
I would be nervous.
In here, but you take him out there, it's another world.
I would be nervous about him taking up his attitude a notch because I think you're still safe now, but I think if you start taking up your firearms, I think then he's going to start responding to that.